Another abuse example within the fourth P of saintly corruption. Oil company gouging. Pricing, yesteryear and today. When I was 15, I pumped gas in Whitecourt, Alberta. The refineries were in Edmonton, 100 miles away. Edmonton's regular gas was 40 cents a gallon, Whitecourt's 42, because it included a delivery surcharge of 5% per gallon per 100 miles. Man, things were expensive back then. Every 100 miles added another 2 cents per gallon. This stability in pricing was due to the sign on the gas pumps, in my case, Shell Oil. Paying tribute to that sign enabled managers to remain competitive through their ability to purchase gas based on Shell's overall volume, not the individual station's sales. But apparently, that is not so today. If we are to believe the BS, bulk sales, propaganda spouted by today's greedy, dishonorable oil companies. Don't get your you-know-what in a knot. I'm not against profits or free enterprise. I am against price gouging through sneaky manipulation, designed for the sole purpose of confusing the public and robbing them of their ability to ensure honesty in business, thus removing business's ability to steal from the public. The roles have reversed. Cause? Greed virus-infected American dream. As a child, I told lies, pretending hurt, got my own way, won an argument, scored a cookie. It's what children do. In my childish mind, I was entitled to what I wanted. It seemed logical to use people for my own gratification. During those years, businesses operated like adults with honor and respect. When I was a child, adults corrected my behavior. Today, it is big businesses, governments, religions, unions acting childish, telling lies, pretending hurt to get government grants, manipulate people, and steal their money. The 4 Ps believe they are entitled to everything, and unrelated people, those not of their family, are just tools to be manipulated for their gratification. Today's business world is controlled by greed virus-infected American dream adults who encourage and justify businesses' childish, selfish behavior. The scam is another example of the divide-and-conquer gluttony practiced by big money, and is one more of the many unnecessary battles today's consumers must fight because governments have invited big business into bed with them. Abbott? Costello? Never mind who's on first. Who's on top? Example of the brat Billy Boy plan in use today. Twice after purchasing fuel on 1st Avenue in Prince George, which is about 5 miles from the refinery, I traveled over 200 miles to 100 Mile House and found the fuel cheaper. 100 Mile House receives its fuel from Prince George. According to yesteryear's truth of an honorable marketing structure concerning shipping fees, the fuel should have been 10% higher. If a liter in Prince George was $1, then honesty of business should have seen the price in 100 Mile House at $1.10. But no, it was cheaper. The station manager stated they had a higher volume sale than the station exhibiting the same sign in Prince George, which could be true, and supposedly for that reason they got a better price. But in the real world, that doesn't happen, because under the system of riding the high volume sales of the oil company, the high volume stations offset the low volume sales. The combined sales makes the system possible. I won't take this further, but you all know examples of this BS, bulk sales, market control, or rather, market uncontrolled. Are you tired yet? Want off the merry-go-round? Simple. It's as simple as adopting the Barnes theory of voting. Yep, here's the answer. For your sake, for the sake of your children, you better get involved. Easy to see this as one more tool used by big organizations to keep the bottom section confused and divided. Their unabashed and shameful physical intimacy is costing the average struggling worker much too much for products that in many cases in our modern world are necessities. But these misinterpretations of the truth are considered honorable because they are protected by the greed virus-infected American dream, the unbalanced free enterprise system. You know today's gold rule. Businesses can do whatever they want as long as they do two things. One, while making huge profits, they remember the second and most important rule. Share some of that profit with their bed partners, those who make the rules, governments and government officials. And if you don't like this two-rule brat Billy Boy system, then you better demand a tool that works with and towards your interest.